Today I'm going to share with you how I store my Spellbinders dies. This is how I used to store them. I made this little book with magnetic paper from Walmart. It comes in sheets like 8.5 by 11 sheets like this. And there's like 2 in a package. So I made this, put chipboard in between, and then just bound it with my cinch. The reason why I changed is because this was too small. It was getting too heavy and it was just too small. So what I did was I moved it to a binder, and this one's got a zipper so they don't fall out. So then I used the full sheet, and I still did the chipboard in between, and I put these plastic page dividers in between just so that the blades weren't sitting next to each other when you have the 2 facing pages. So I am going to show you how I make each one of these pages. And as you can see, I've got quite a few, and I've been collecting quite a few more, so I need to make some more pages here so that they all fit in here. So I'm going to put this aside, and as you can see, I've got these Cherry Lynn dies. Hot off the press has just come out with some new dies, cutting dies and stuff, so I've got a bunch of these collected, and yeah, I've also got some more Spellbinders that need a home. So what you need to do is you need to take your magnet sheets, and these are 8.5 by 11, so it's a nice standard size. I didn't have any 8.5 by 11 chipboard, so I'm just using this 12 by 12 black chipboard from Graphics, and I'm just going to cut it down to size. And I'm using my Tonic Studios chopper for this because it cuts chipboard really nice. And by 11. So now it's cut down to size. And I have enough magnet for 2 pages. I'm probably going to need more, but we'll do that another time. I'll just show you how to do this one. Okay, so I've got my craft knife, and I'm just going to run it along the edge of my chipboard. This magnet cuts super easy. And then just trim off any other edges. And you want to do this before you stick both sheets on, because it's just easier to get in there with the knife when you just have one layer to do at a time. And there's a little bit here. So that's one side. So now we're going to adhere the other side. Again, peeling the backing off. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim off my edges. looks pretty good. I'm just going to do one more side here. Okay, so now we want to punch the holes. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to use my divider as where to place my holes. And then I'm just going to use, probably a pencil would be best for this, but I'm going to give this a try. Just going to mark in the centers of each of those, because the holes are pretty big. I'd love to have the holes that big, but I don't have a punch that's that big. So next you're going to take the cinch or whatever binding tool. If you don't have one of these, then you might want to cut your holes before you layer them up. And I am just going to make sure all these are pulled out so that I'm not cutting holes where I don't want to. And I'm just going to do one at a time. So my first hole, I'm just going to line it up as best as I can where I want my first hole. I'm going to punch that one in, push it all the way back, and there I have my hole. It is a little close to the edge, but because you've got magnet and chipboard, I think it'll be okay. So next you can pull that out, and you want to line up your second mark with one of the things, and then you want to push that in, and there we go, we've got our second hole. And then the last hole, make sure you pull out so you're not cutting where you don't want to, and just going to line that up and push it in. There we go. And put that all the way back, and there we go. So my holes should be where I want them. I'm just going to put this away. And I'll grab my binder, just see if it's right. Sorry about that. Ended up moving my camera. Okay, so I want the divider in there. And it fits perfectly. And there you go. That's all you need to do. So now I can stick my dies on there, and I just generally just fit whatever. Eventually I'll probably sort them out into categories and stuff, but I mean my thing isn't that big that... Actually, I'll change this. And let's see, what do I have here? Oh, I have one of these MFT dies that can go there. What else do I have that would fit? Okay, so I have this one, and I found this one really cheap at Winners. I think it was like $4.99 or something like that. Sometimes you find those really great deals. So I'm just going to remove them from here, and then we can add all these little words. And I do like to keep sets together if I can. If not, I keep them as close together as I can. So all those small little ones can fit there. And I'll actually move this one and put this one on here. And then you've got room on the other side. So we can do that. And these are all Cherry Lynn dies. I love these doily dies. I think I bought every kind that they had at the time. And so that is how I store them. That's how I have them in here. But I also wanted to show you what I do to kind of keep track of what I have. I made this little flip card thing. What I've done is I've cut the front parts off of the packaging, and I make sure I include the title so that I always know which one I am going for, or if I'm trying to do a certain project that I've found online and they say to use such and such a die, then I know that I either don't have it or it's in my collection. So yeah, I've just included all my pieces. Here's the Cherry Lynn ones, and I've just put them on there. So that way I also can just grab this, see what I have when I'm working on a project instead of taking this whole binder out and trying to decide from there. But that's that. And then I have a binder with pockets, so usually, like before I put them in here, if I don't have any magnets to make pages, I will just stick them into the pocket. And I also keep my Spellbinders mats in this zipper pocket here so that it's always with my dies, and then I don't have to go looking for it. So that is how I store my thin dies, and I hope you like this project and give it a try. Thanks for watching.